Welcome back to movementprofessional.com. So this is part 3, looking at mobility for the golf swing. So part 1 I went over looking at hip internal rotation of the backswing leg. Part 2 we went over hip internal rotation of the downswing leg. Now we're going to go over horizontal abduction, scapular protraction with thoracic flexion rotation of the lead arm in the backswing. All right. So get into my terrible version of a swing. I'm going to reach across. I want to keep my lead arm straight as I go through. So where I would get blocked here, which we could also be saying we've already worked on the hips, but you can absolutely get limited in the hips, and the swing is there too. But if your pec kind of gets in the way of the arm going there, and that you can't really protract to get across, you're going to be limited. You're probably going to have to bend the arm in some way. All right, so we want to improve that range of motion, so I'm going to fix the hand into a band by doubling it up. All right, and we'll double it up. So now I have a good grip there, and I can even hold on with my thumb or so, but I want to make sure that I can kind of lean into it, lead towards the camera, and I'm going to get a feeling of this arm pulling across and actually feeling the bicep like rest right on my chest without any type of feeling of impingement or pinching in the front of the shoulder. If you do feel that, this might not be appropriate for you, or what you can do, and this I would do this anyway just to kind of enhance the stretch, is put the thumb right in the pec area under the collarbone and then try to enhance the mobility drill this way. All right, so while I have my hand here stabilizing the shoulder but also doing a little bit of a deep pressure release to the anterior shoulder, I'm going to create a sideways or a rotational motion with this right hip. I'm going to kind of create a little bit of internal rotation through that hip, and at the same time the arm is fixed, keeping the elbow straight. I'm getting this protraction and horizontal adduction of the front arm. All right, so I can do this for 10 to 20 reps or 2 minutes, but I want to feel like the oscillations that I'm doing here, they're coming from this hip, similar to how you would engage during a golf swing. All right, so if you have knowledge of the golf swing, which many people have much more than I do, you can use all the mechanics you would normally think of during your golf swing while you're just fixing this arm and working on the mobility. All right, take that out, and then you're going to retest, and it should feel not quite as blocked in the pec here as you go across. It certainly feels freer for me there. All right, so that's looking at the lead arm during the backswing. We're going to come back for part 4, and we're going to look at the rear arm during the backswing.